Hey everyone, I'd like to share with you in this video how we can go back and solve for rates. Looking at our magic triangle here, again, I think you'll understand the principle we want to do. Okay, they're going to give you some information. They're going to give you the principal, they're going to give you the number of days, they're going to give you the interest. What we don't have is the rate, the interest rate, the percentage. So that's what we have to solve. So again, the interest amount, the dollar amount will go on top, and then the denominator down here at the very bottom, you're taking the 25,000 for your principal times your time. So again, 245 days, it's going to be ordinary. That's where they get that 360. So again, this is going to be the premise of how we're going to solve this. But I like to go through and make sure you understand how to do this on your calculator. So if I take a look at this problem and you're just using Google, again, every calculator is a little bit different, but again, the principle will be this initially to start off with. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to look at the very bottom. I'm going to solve for the time. Okay, I'm going to break that down and get that answer first. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to take the 245 divided by the 360, and that's going to generate this answer. So I'm going to click on answer on that so it puts it in the memory so I can remember that. This number is what I want to multiply the 25,000. So I'm just going to take times 25,000 equals this. And this will give me my denominator, my lowest part. So I'm going to now put that in my answer. I want to go back and I want to take my 1960 here. Clear this out. Take my 1960. This is the interest amount divided by the answer. And that will give me my 0.1152, what they're showing here. So that's my strategy on how you'd want to solve this. Take a look at the stuff on the very bottom first. Since you've got a fraction for time, deal with that first. Get that done. Write it down. You don't have to use the answer or the memory function of the calculator. I just did that for the sake of being convenient. Once I had that solved, I multiplied that by the actual principal of the loan, the $25,000. Once I had that answer, again, write it down or I put it in the memory. One thing I want to be careful, if you notice what I did, once I got that bottom number, I had to clear everything out to start with getting the 1960 and divide it by the answer of the denominator there. But again, this is the principle how we want to go back. We want to find the rate for a loan. So if I jump back over into our book, let me get back to this section here. Solving for rate. And here is another problem here where they're going to have principal, number of days, and the interest. So you know the interest will go on the very top. Again, principal will show up down here. Here's my number of days because it's ordinary. It's 360. So again, when I do this, I like to solve this part first. I take that 125 divided by 360, write down the answer. Then multiply the answer by 5,000, write down the answer. Then take the 166 divided by what you found down below here. But again, this is the principle and how you want to go back and solve finding the rate for a loan.